The boy who spent 3 years in jail without a trial. The story of Kalief Browder. He was only 16 when he was arrested. He spent 3 years in jail without ever being convicted of a crime. By the time he was released, the damage was already done. This is the story of Kalief Browder. In May 2010, in the Bronx, New York, Kalief Browder was walking home from a party when police stopped him. A man had accused him of stealing a backpack. Kalief insisted he was innocent, but instead of letting him go, police handcuffed him on the spot. What followed was a nightmare that would change his life forever. Kalief was charged with robbery, grand larceny, and assault. Because his family couldn't afford the $$3,000 bail, he was sent to Rikers Island, one of the most dangerous jails in America. Inside, Kalief endured beatings from inmates and even guards. Surveillance footage would later show him being slammed to the ground by correction officers. He spent over 700 days, nearly 2 years, in solitary confinement. A 16-year-old boy, locked in a cell the size of a bathroom, for 23 hours a day. Every court date brought hope, but over and over, the prosecutors delayed the trial. The man who accused him eventually left the country. The so-called evidence disappeared, yet the case continued. After 3 long years, the prosecutors admitted what Kalief had said from the very beginning. They had no case. The charges were dropped. Kalief was finally free, but freedom came too late. The trauma of Rikers Island stayed with him. He struggled with depression, paranoia, and nightmares. Despite trying to rebuild his life, the scars of injustice were permanent. In June 2015, just 2 years after his release, Kalief Browder took his own life. He was only 22 years old. His story sparked outrage across the country and exposed the deep flaws in America's bail and justice system. President Barack Obama later cited Kalief's case while calling for criminal justice reform. Documentaries, articles, and movements followed. But for Kalief and his family, the damage could never be undone. Emotional cliffhanger plus call to action. Kalief Browder never had his day in court. His story is a reminder of what happens when justice is delayed and denied. Do you think the system failed Kalief? Or was his case the symptom of something much bigger? Let me know in the comments below. And if you thought Kalief's story was tragic, wait until you hear about the man who spent 43 years in prison for a crime committed by someone else. That's the story in my next video.